the southwest of our area, but the heaviest part right now is right in Tarrant County.
When you look to the events that shape a city,
This blossomed all at once as the instability caught up with the moist air.
we rarely think about the bad.
A tornado has struck the downtown Fort Worth area.
The tornado of the year 2000
This was the first direct hit on downtown Fort Worth.
that tore through 4 miles of the city.
An amateur photographer has given us video of the actual funnel cloud as it formed.
Its path shown in destruction,
The damage to downtown Fort Worth is widespread.
told by the people who live here.
Because it started just west of here.
He saw it by Montgomery Plaza, just taking the cars and like dragging the cars out the way and stuff.
It then crossed the river here.
Literally cut a path through 7th Street to downtown Fort Worth.
Ignacio and Fidelina Hernandez are still here 25 years later, the last ones.
No, hijo. Al panteón.
She says the next time we move is to a grave. The tornado decimated their Linwood neighborhood.
See that it was just like a buzzing sound like over and over again.
Ignacio remembers bracing the front door. The pressure of the tornado was overwhelming. It went from an F0 to an F3 within minutes.
I could see the windows out. I could see the draperies flowing in the air, papers up in the air, and that's when I knew we really had a problem.
Kent Worley is a retired fire lieutenant. He went 2 days without sleep managing the crisis.
There was a lot of glass, a lot of bricks.
We were inside the building when the glass started popping out.
Mayor Kenneth Barr will hold a press conference updating the state of the city.
There was debris everywhere, glass and falling glass.
Kenneth Barr was the Fort Worth mayor.
We're going to want to make sure the downtown area is safe before people are allowed to return.
Bank One Tower was in tatters.
The Cash America building.
The damage is on all 4 sides of this building.
Calvary Cathedral, completely torn up.
Can we go down here, officer?
No, sir, you can't. It's a restricted area.
We actually had to close the downtown area to all traffic for several days.
The Emergency Operations Center.
He led round-the-clock updates and made not-so-easy decisions.
I was absolutely amazed at the city's ability to ramp up and respond.
24-year-old Ashlyn Dinkins.
There were 2 confirmed deaths.
Howard Douglas Thornton, their fallen father.
You know, what's the chances of it being my dad, you know?
This is Sundance Square.
To this day, he thinks it's a miracle more people didn't die. But if you want to see the power of a tornado, these bent steel beams that once held up a billboard are still here.
It's artwork now.
Speaking of artwork,
Of course, the spurs, because this is Cowtown. Some people say that we have maybe an omen to scare tornadoes away in the future, so we're hoping that works.
Mark and Jill Freer had this commissioned by a local artist.
I hope it works.
For their Linwood neighborhood.
Well, I feel like this is Tornado Alley. It was a very scary day.
You can see these homes here
These neighborhoods are not the same.
are devastated.
Fort Worth is not the same. The tornado was on the ground for 10 minutes.
Entire window panes falling from the Bank One building.
The crisis response would last weeks.
Fort Worth truly looks like a battle zone tonight.
But it would take months to get back to normal and years to build back what the tornado took.
I think this will be in Fort Worth's history books for a long time.
I'm just glad you're okay.
I don't think it'll ever soak in. I think we'll always remember this.
The events that shape
Storms really blossom, there they come.
a city.
And the rest is history now, as we've talked about all the damage and destruction that took place.
In Fort Worth, I'm Jobin Panicker.